The Northern Light Webcasting Network along with NLWN2 presents Cowboy Kickoff with a look at today's Eau Claire Cowboy football game. And now, Cowboy Kickoff.
Hello, and welcome to Cowboy Kickoff. Rick Olson here in the NLWN2 studio, and we're getting ready to bring you the Eau Claire Cowboy football. Today, the Cowboys will face their stiffest test of the season as they take on the defending Northern Lights Football League champion and national runner-up, the River City Rough Riders from Gale Electric Trempealeau High School in Galesville, Wisconsin. The Cowboys are looking to follow up on their 68-0 destruction of the Midwestern Wildcats last weekend, while the Rough Riders are looking to continue to defend their league title following their 74-0 thumping of the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Now, coming up in this edition of Cowboy Kickoff, we'll take a look at today's matchup between the Cowboys and the Midwestern Wildcats. Then we'll get Coach Fred Hovershome's perspective on today's game in Coach's Corner. Then we'll send it down to Galesville, where our broadcast crew will bring you all the play-by-play action of today's game. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Cowboy Kickoff on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2. Welcome back to Cowboy Kickoff. Today, the Eau Claire Cowboys will take on the defending champion River City Rough Riders from Galesville, Wisconsin. The Cowboys come into today's game with a record of 2 wins and no losses following their dominating 68-0 victory over the Midwestern Wildcats last weekend. In that game, the Cowboys put a bit of fright into the fans in attendance by fumbling the opening kickoff, but after that, they totally dominated all aspects of the game. Now, leading the way on the ground for the Cowboys was Jordan Renault, who carried the ball 7 times for 78 yards. He was followed by U.J. Wilkerson, who ran for 63 yards in 8 attempts and 2 touchdowns. Give straight up the middle, big hole on the left side, taking it towards the end zone, touchdown for the Cowboys, U.J. Wilkerson. Takes it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kari Dorsey had the long run of the day at 56 yards and a touchdown. Kari Dorsey at quarterback. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff, takes it himself off to the left side. He's on his feet across the 45. He's still on his feet. He's on the loose, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. In the air, Andrew Barnes went 4 for 9 for 81 yards. 3 of those went for touchdowns, including this 43-yard pass to Jordan Fons in the second quarter. Barnes drops back, looks over the middle. He's got a complete to Fons, who's at the 10, 5, touchdown Cowboys. Jordan Fons on the deep crossing route. Barnes finished the day with a 116.2 quarterback rating. The Cowboys' offense produced 386 yards of total offense with 305 on the ground and 81 through the air. Defensively, the Cowboys held the Wildcats to -6 yards of total offense. In addition, the Cowboys pulled down 4 interceptions, including 2 pick sixes. One by Ray Liggins, and even if the announcer didn't know what team he was playing for. Quick throw, it's intercepted by the Vikings. Down to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, and he's still on his feet, and it's a pick 6 for the Vikings. A pick 6.
By Ray Liggins.
Ray Liggins, attaway Ray. And the other by A.C. Riley. And down the sideline, and this is going to be a pick 6 for the Cowboys. And A.C. Riley on the interception and the touchdown return. The leading tackler for the Cowboys last Saturday was Terronte Wilson with 6 total tackles, including 2 tackles for loss. He was followed by Tristan Payton's 4 total tackles, including 2 tackles for loss. Akeem Peterson also contributed by picking off 2 Wildcat passes. The River City Rough Riders are coming off a 74-0 thrashing of the Central Wisconsin Bandits. In league play this season, they have put up 119 points in 2 games while allowing 0. The Rough Riders are anchored by a solid offensive line, which allows quarterback Nate Samus to put up a 100.03 quarterback rating with 7 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. His favorite targets have been Javonte Davis, who has caught 3 touchdown passes, as well as Jalonzo Jackson, who has also found the end zone 3 times. On the ground, the Rough Riders are being led by Davion Clay, who's averaging 5.3 yards per carry with a touchdown, and Jay Peoples, who's averaging 4.6 yards per carry. On defense, the Rough Rider defense is being led by Vontrez Phelps, who's the leading tackler along with Aaron Taylor. John Good is leading the way with sacks as he has caught the quarterback 6 times, and James Washington adds another 4.5 sacks. In pass defense, Levante Baisley has picked off 2 interceptions. After 2 weeks, the Cowboys are being led through the air by Andrew Barnes, who's completed 13 of 25 pass attempts for 249 yards and 5 touchdowns with no interceptions for a passer rating of 126.5. Barnes' favorite target has been Jordan Fons, who's caught 7 passes for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, the Cowboys are being led by Jordan Renault, who's carried the ball 18 times for 113 yards and a touchdown. He's followed by UJ Wilkerson, who has 14 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, as well as Anthony Marquardt, who's rushed for 19 times for 77 yards and a touchdown. Although last week's game kept the momentum going in the right direction for the Cowboys, today's matchup is the toughest test so far in this young season. Both of these 2 teams, the Cowboys and the Rough Riders, are in the Northwest Division of the Northern Lights Football League with 2-0 records each. Therefore, the winning team would step right into the driver's seat in the all-important division standings, which will determine the playoff positions at the end of the season. Neither team has allowed any points to be scored against them, and the Cowboys are averaging 48 points per game, while the Rough Riders are averaging nearly 60. Coming up next on Cowboy Kickoff, I caught up with Cowboy coach Tanner Hoversholm and had a chance to talk about this week's game. That's coming up on Coach's Corner as you're tuned to Cowboy Kickoff on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.
If your estate isn't looking quite estate-like, let Midwest Environmental Consultants landscape your estate right up to snuff with installation of retaining walls, brick patios, foundation planting beds, and so much more. Then they'll keep it that way with their expert lawn care service. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 608-468-2067. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants help make your estate the showplace of the neighborhood. Time now for Coach's Corner, with a look at today's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Again, we're talking with Cowboys coach Tanner Hoversholm today on Coach's Corner. And Coach, tonight you're heading into a game that many people had circled on their calendars for some time because you're taking on the River City Rough Riders. But before we get into that, last Saturday, the Cowboys really flexed their muscles with a 68-0 win over the Midwestern Wildcats. Your comments about that game?
I think it was, everything we tried to do was working pretty well. We stuck to a simple game plan, but we were able to execute, and I'm proud of the guys and how they handled that. I mean, running backs getting 30-something carries is not easy on them, but they were rotating. They played some pretty selfless football. It was pretty fun to watch.
We can't talk about that game without discussing the defense a little bit, which held the Wildcats to -6 yards for the whole day. Your comments about the play of the defense?
That's pretty crazy, right? Playing in college, we were taught if you hold an opponent to 17 and under, you're going to win the game. And to hold a team to 0, it makes my job pretty easy. It makes play calling pretty easy, to be honest. And they did their job, and I'm glad we could take care of our part.
Now, you already hinted at it a little bit, but offensively, your running backs put up 305 rushing yards against the Wildcats. And now, this is mostly a result of that three-headed monster that you have at running back with Renault, Wilkerson, and Marquardt. How much of a key will they be in today's game?
They're a huge key. Those guys will continue to be a key. They'll always be a key. They're selfless guys. They're team-first guys, and it's been pretty clear. We run them all, and whoever's playing best gets to keep playing. And, I mean, these guys are incredible. They're all scoring points. They're all breaking off big runs. They're willing to block for each other, which is very rare. Not everybody likes to block. I was one of those guys. I didn't like blocking at all. But these guys are willing to do it all for each other, and it's pretty special to watch. Although
Andrew Barnes only aired the ball out 9 times, it was enough to keep the defense honest. When he did throw the ball, it carried big-time threat. Now, your comments about this mix between running and passing?
Well, you know, last week obviously was very run-heavy. I think I might be a little traditional in this sense, but when you can run the ball, that sets up the rest of your plays pretty well. And we were lucky enough to be able to run very effectively where we didn't need to throw the ball a ton. But when we did, like you said, it hits big, and that's what being able to pound the ball with 3 running backs can do. Is a team has to stack the box, and they have to honor that, and it's going to open up the passing game. And other times it'll flip where the passing game will allow you to run underneath really easily. You know, but last week they couldn't stop the run, and they had to fill the box with all their guys, and that opened up some really big shots outside.
Now this evening, the Cowboys take on the defending Northern Lights Football League champion and national runner-up, the River City Rough Riders. Now, many of the Cowboys and Rough Rider players have been teammates in former years on various different teams. What kind of motivation does that provide?
I think it's huge motivation to the guys. You know, I think from my perspective, coaching, every team's just another team. This team's extremely talented that we're going up against. The Rough Riders, extremely talented. You're not going to find many better in the country. But from a player perspective, to play against guys that you've grown up playing with or been around, it adds some fuel, because you want to beat guys you don't know, but when you're playing guys you do know, it adds this, you want your buddies to know you're the best of the friend group, and I think that adds a fire that's very real and very fun to watch.
Yeah, you might be good, but today I want to show you that I'm a little better.
Yeah.
Now, both teams come into this game at 2-0 in league play. Neither team has allowed any points scored against them in league play. Today, something's got to give. So what do you see as the keys to today's game?
You know, I think this week is how a team handles adversity. When you play, you know, this league is different competition levels, and when you play teams that are good and more evenly matched, somebody's going to give up some points. And it could be us, and it could be them, and it will happen. And it's how you respond, and it's how we can stay together as a coaching staff, and that goes down into the players, right? And just continuing to battle, and it might be a little different because we haven't had any points scored against us yet, but just staying under control, playing your game, not letting your head get away from you, and not letting the thought of potentially being behind at some point scare you. That's just part of football, and you just keep running your game, and it will pay off if you can stick to your cards.
Well, thank you, Coach Overshown, for joining us today on Coach's Corner. Good luck in today's game, and coming up next, we'll have more Cowboy Kickoff.
You've been tuned to Coach's Corner, with a look at today's Cowboy game from the coach's point of view. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Cowboy Kickoff.
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame. Our next broadcast will be on Sunday, May 21st, when we will bring you the Cavaliers taking on the Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:05 p.m. That's live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Sunday, May 21st on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Welcome back to Cowboy Kickoff, as we're getting ready to bring you all the action of today's game between the Eau Claire Cowboys and the River City Rough Riders. Both of these teams are unbeaten and compete in the Northwest Division of the Northern Lights Football League. So this divisional matchup could turn out to be critical by the end of the season. Now, last week in the NLFL, in the Northwest Division, the Cowboys defeated the Wildcats 68-0, and the River City Rough Riders took care of the Central Wisconsin Bandits 74-0. In Northeast Division, the Brown County Blackjacks edged the Fox River Raiders 8-6, while the Wisconsin Ravens were defeated by the Manitowoc Mariners 26-14. In the Southeast Division, the Southern Lakes Blue Devils defeated the Kenosha Cougars 41-35, while the Illinois Cowboys knocked off the Winnebago Warriors 36-0. Finally, in the Southwest Division, the Madison Mad Dogs were defeated by the Midwest Warriors 28-0, while the Tri-City Bulldogs forfeited their game to the Rock River Rampage. Now that leaves the standings in the NLFL as follows. In the Northeast Division, the Brown County Blackjacks lead the way with a 2-0 record, followed by the Wisconsin Ravens and the Manitowoc Mariners at 1-1, with the Fox River Raiders following at 0-2. In the Southeast Division, the Southern Lakes Blue Devils and the Illinois Cowboys are tied for the lead at 2-0, while the Kenosha Cougars and the Winnebago Warriors are 2 games back at 0-2. In the Southwest Division, the Midwest Warriors are on top with a 2-0 record. They're being followed by the Rock River Rampage at 1-1, while the Madison Mad Dogs and Tri-City Bulldogs are sitting at 0-2. In the Northwest Division, the River City Rough Riders and the Eau Claire Cowboys are battling it out with unbeaten 2-0 records. The Midwestern Wildcats are 1 game back at 1-1, while the Central Wisconsin Bandits bring up the rear at 0-2. Today, in addition to the Cowboys at the Rough Riders, the NLFL has another full slate of games. Also in the Northwest Division, the Midwestern Wildcats will travel to Merrill, Wisconsin to take on the Central Wisconsin Bandits. In the Northeast Division, the Fox River Raiders will host the Manitowoc Mariners, while the Brown County Blackjacks travel to the Wisconsin Ravens. In the Southeast Division, the Southern Lakes Blue Devils travel to the Winnebago Warriors, while the Illinois Cowboys host the Kenosha Cougars. Finally, in the Southwest Division, the Madison Mad Dogs will host the Rock River Rampage, while the Tri-City Bulldogs will travel to Sun Prairie to take on the Midwest Warriors. Now, coming up next, we'll wrap up Cowboy Kickoff and get you ready for today's game. You're tuned to Cowboy Kickoff on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back to Cowboy Kickoff. Today we have 2 teams, the Cowboys and the Rough Riders, both unbeaten in league play and looking to get a jump in the Northwest Division of the NLFL. The Rough Riders are looking to build upon their 74-0 thrashing of the Central Wisconsin Bandits last weekend, while the Cowboys are coming off their 68-0 domination over the Midwestern Wildcats. Now, the key to today's game for the Cowboys is, can that stingy Cowboy defense keep pressure on the Rough Riders' powerful offense and keep it held to a minimum? And can the Cowboy offense find a way to do what no team so far this season has done, put points on the board against the Rough Riders? So it all adds up to some exciting football action right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2. Now, in just a few moments, we'll send it out to our broadcast crew in Galesville, Wisconsin, and they'll have all the play-by-play action for you coming up next. You've been tuned to Cowboy Kickoff on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
You've been tuned to Cowboy Kickoff on NLWN 2 with a look at today's Eau Claire Cowboys game. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Eau Claire Cowboy football.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Sladen's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Sladen's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Sladen's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Sladen's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Sladen's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
The following is a presentation of the Northern Lights Football League. The Northern Light Webcasting Network, along with NLWN2, present Eau Claire Cowboys football. Follow the Cowboys all season long as they work their way through the Northern Lights Football League. And now, out to the stadium for Eau Claire Cowboys football.
And so a pick six starts things off for the Rough Riders. And both teams getting out for the point after. And out to kick the extra point, Keith Richardson. No, check that. That's he's the holder, Jared Bollinger. Jared Bollinger to kick the point after. And ball is set down, and that kick really, really low. They're going to run forward with it and not get anywhere. So with 13:01 remaining in the first quarter, it is the River City Rough Riders 6, the Eau Claire Cowboys nothing. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Lights Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Royal Credit Union's low rates and flexible terms on auto loans can help keep your payments low. Get a great rate on your next car or truck purchase, or refinance an existing vehicle with an auto loan from Royal Credit Union. Royal also offers loans for buying or refinancing boats, UTVs, and other vehicles. Royal Credit Union wants to help keep your payments low. Check rates and apply for a Royal Credit Union vehicle loan online at rcu.org/auto rate. Subject to credit approval.
Welcome back to Galesville, and the River City Rough Riders are going to kick it once again to the Eau Claire Cowboys as they lead 6-0 on a pick six of about 22 yards. End over end kick will be taken at the 10 and dropped. He'll pick it up and reverse his field, and he is tripped up down at about the 20 or 19 yard line.
Good pursuit on that.
So we will see the Cowboys try it again here, as the Cowboys now have been scored on for the very first time this season very early. But we'll get things put back together here and roll forward as the Cowboys come up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, ball is on the 20-yard line. Andrew Barnes with a running back set to his right, takes a low snap, and he will get the handoff, follows a big hole, and he'll push the ball down to the 24, or up to the 24-yard line.
Tackling number 58, Bill Alexander.
He's tackled on the play by Billy Alexander for the Rough Riders. 2nd down and about 6. Again, Cowboys this time, yeah, they split pairs on each end of the line. Barnes gets the snap, or he will here shortly. Long count. And now one of the left wideouts goes into motion, and he bounces a pass out onto the flat, and he'll grab it and is run out of bounds at about the 34-yard line.
That can be a very dangerous play.
1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm having trouble seeing the numbers out there. Hopefully as they get a little closer, that'll help out. Barnes, a couple yards off the line of scrimmage. Running back set to his right. 2 wideouts. 4-man front for the Cowboys. Handoff again goes straight up the middle, and he'll push it up to about the 35-yard line.
Gain of 2.
That's Jordan Renault. Second down at about 9. Cowboys with the ball back on their own 35-yard line. This time the running back set to his left, Barnes' left. 2 wideouts, a lot of running so far. And the ball handed off again, and there's a penalty
looks like
flag.
The flag is down.
Yeah, a host of Rough Riders taking him back. That came out right away. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, Rough Riders.
And the Rough Riders were offside. So that is going to move the ball forward 5 for the Cowboys.
We're looking at probably 4 yards.
In the cross, from sponsor of the Rough Riders.
So the ball in the 41, second down and about 3. A long 3. Barnes on the shotgun. Both wideouts, pairs are there. And the ball going up, and he makes an extra stretch for it down to the 44.
Ujay was carrying that ball.
Third down and about 1. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Cowboys come up to the line of scrimmage. Cowboys moving the ball well on this drive.
Yep, they are methodical about their running. Oh, there's an offside.
Oh, big time, yeah. Montrez Phelps was way in there. But now they're pointing over to the Cowboys, so let's see. The referee appeared. Well, let's see. He's going to have his conversation first and then tell us what it is on that one. We have offside on the Rough Riders.
Automatic first.
Yep. That will push the ball to the 48-yard line of Eau Claire. Inching closer to midfield.
First down, Cowboys, ball at the 48-yard line.
Cowboys break the huddle. Going with the formation that seems to work, trying to get a piece of paper or something on the field out of the way. First and 10, Cowboys on their own 48, Barnes. Now sends a man in motion, that's Ingram, and apparently that motion wasn't legal. Flags all over the place, and it's going back to where it was. 5-yard motion penalty on the Cowboys. 8:48 remains in the first quarter. 6-0. River City Rough Riders. They scored their 6 on an interception, run into the end zone on a pick 6, about 20 yards away. Barnes. Long count. Cowboy 5-man front, ball rolls on the floor. Barnes is going to take it on his own, throws, and it's just short of his intended receiver at the 42. That was intended for Taquan Hodges, and it fell short. It'll be second down.
That's too bad because Quan was wide open.
Yeah, the Rough Rider defense got in there and put some pressure on Barnes. Got rid of it when he could. Cowboys again with Barnes in the shotgun. Five-man defensive front. Now the ball goes in motion to Ingram, and Ingram will sweep around the left side after he takes it, and he'll get it down to or up to close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. About a gain of 3.5 or.
Yep, they're going to put it right back where they started after the penalty, up to about the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Cowboys up to the line. 5-man front for the Rough Riders. Barnes takes the snap.
Coming.
Yep, has some time.
Gave
Throws to the left side, open, and it is caught down at the 34-yard line. And that was to Jordan Fonz.
Fonz, yeah. That guy has some sure hands.
Now, once the first drive jitters are out of the way, Cowboys moving well against the Rough Riders, at least in this drive. Barnes, again off the line of scrimmage, wide outs, a pair on each end. Takes the snap, and he'll hand that ball off to Jordan Renault. And Renault stopped at the line of scrimmage, as a matter of fact.
About a half a yard.
Yeah. 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Rough Riders out in front of the Eau Claire Cowboys, 6-0. You're watching it here on the Northern Lights Webcasting Network. Claude Teasing and Jay Fall with you. On the camera is Dan Petshaw. And Barnes
under pressure
and rolls to his left. He's going to take it himself and heads out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. So up to the line of scrimmage come the Cowboys. Andrew Barnes back in the shotgun. 3rd down and about 6. Barnes still looking under some pressure, scurries away, throws, crosses body and gets the ball out to Fonz, and Fonz gets it. He will be brought down at the 10-yard line, but there's a penalty flag resting at the 24. And it looks like there was an ineligible receiver downfield. Yep. And when things go a little wild like that, that penalty will a lot of times pop up. And so they're going to march it back to the original line of scrimmage, loss of down. It'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 36. So the Rough Riders defense, very strong. This was expected to be a great matchup, and so far it is.
Well, this is two-town territory because Coach Fred does not believe in punting.
So we'll see. Hopefully can turn it right here as Barnes goes back to pass, and it is picked off out of bounds. So that's an incomplete pass. So it's now 4th down and 11. And with the Cowboys' belief in not punting, we will probably see something similar to try to spread things out and get it at least down inside the red zone. And Here we go, 4th and 11.
We have Uj in the backfield.
Barnes. Long count. Dropping back to throw. Still has time. Now is being lots of, and he is forced out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and there's a penalty flag. And referee's going over there, and we'll see what this is. He's going to bring the signal out here. And it's a personal foul face mask on the Rough Riders.
Well, that gives us a first down to the 20th.
That will right where we needed to be.
First down.
A big break for the Cowboys. As it looked like they grabbed Barnes' face mask before the end of the play there, and the Rough Riders want to take a timeout. 4:16 remains in the first quarter. The River City Rough Riders lead the Eau Claire Cowboys 6-0. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Highland Fitness is a locally owned gym operated right here.
Cavaliers 10, Spring Valley 6.
Save time and gas money with our 2 Cavaliers 10s that are close to where you live, work, and play.
Spring Valley 6.
Okay. Our Westridge location is open 24 hours a day. Convenient, friendly, and comfortable. Say hi to a better you at Highland Fitness.
Rough Riders are extremely proud to have Nikki Fairbanks as a sponsor for her.
Let Menominee Eye and Optical help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comroe provide both comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract and LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, and so much more. In addition, Menominee Eye and Optical.
Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 at the 16 of the Rough Riders. Andrew Barnes back, split backs this time, and the handoff is, then he's stopped down to about the 15-yard line. .350 left in the first quarter. 6-0 Rough Riders leading the Cowboys. Ball is on the 15-yard line. Renault and Marquardt split in the backfield with Barnes. Long count. He'll hand that one or check that. That's Uj Wilkinson. And Wilkinson gets back to the original line of scrimmage at about the 15, and that's about all he gets.
Yeah, it looks like Riley Osserud came in and made the tackle. Just caught him on the ankles.
3rd down and 9. From the right side, hash marks Barnes has one back. Split this time to his right. Double wideouts each end. Lined up. Takes the snap. He'll drop back to throw. Gets away from one defender. Runs out into the open, and he's going to head to the 10-yard line. And that's about half of... it looks like about half of what they needed to get there. Let's see where they place it. And it's 4th down and about 6. Huddled up, 2 minutes remaining, first quarter. Cowboys going for it, 4th and 6. Barnes in the shotgun. And one back off to the right. Long count, Cowboys. Barnes dropping back to throw. Goes off to his left, looking in the end zone. Throws it in, and throws it in between two receivers in the end zone. And the Rough Riders will take over on downs. 1:33 to go in the first, 6-0.
Yeah, it looked like Hans was the closest receiver, and he was at least 5 yards away.
Yeah, big space in between them, and that's where the ball landed. And Barnes's protection disappeared fairly fast. And so we will see the Rough Riders on offense for the first time. Six nothing. River City leads Eau Claire. They are starting back at 12-yard line, 11-yard line. Nate Samus is the quarterback. Fakes a pass, and then he ends up getting sacked back at the 5-yard line. And
Taranti Wilson, it looks like, got in there.
Okay. Great play. And a huge loss for the Rough Riders. That's a loss of 7, so they're looking at 2nd and 17 back on the 5-yard line. Cowboys moving them in the right direction. Cowboys defense is set. Nate Samus takes the snap in the end zone, hands it off, goes up the center of the field, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's a Devion Clay, and he stopped for no gain. It's still 3rd and 17. So neither of these teams, well, the Rough Riders now have not been scored upon. Cowboy defense doing a good job of pushing them back. Sarma's going to drop back to deep. Pass. Look into his left. Throws, and it's intercepted by the Cowboys, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Is that Akeem Peterson?
Yep. Akeem Peterson, number 11, picked that off. He was trying to return the pick 6 and got close. Cowboys in great field position. The first quarter has come to an end. So the River City Rough Riders lead the Eau Claire Cowboys by a score of 6-0. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Valley Sports Academy, the Chippewa Valley's only full-service, indoor, sports training facility. Whatever your sport, Valley Sports Academy has a program for you. Valley Sports Academy has an emphasis on state-of-the-art performance training in hockey, soccer, lacrosse, baseball, and softball. VSA's facility allows for customized coaching, training, and experiences to help elevate athletes of all ages to reach new levels. Check out Valley Sports Academy at 1855 125th Street in Lake Hallie, or call them at 715-839-2700.
Second quarter action. Welcome back to Galesville. 6-0. The River City Rough Riders lead the Eau Claire Cowboys. But the Cowboys just intercepted the pass courtesy of Akeem Peterson. So we see the Cowboys in action on offense once again. Andrew Barnes will bring his team up to the line of scrimmage, this time with split backs. One wide out left, two to the right. Barnes, long count, takes the snap. He'll hand that ball off to Sage Weiss, and he'll get it down to about the 6-yard line.
Run by Wilkerson, 5-yard gain. Second down.
Sorry, that was to Wilkerson. So the ball is down on the Rough Riders' 9-yard line, 2nd down and 5.
The Cowboys are a run-heavy team.
And when they run it well. Barnes on 2nd down takes the snap. This time that'll give it to Wilkerson again, and he is stopped back at the 10-yard line. Billy Alexander, one of the Rough Riders, to get him.
By Billy Alexander.
By about, it's down to about the 9-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 6. We have 13:50 remaining in the second quarter. As the Eau Claire Cowboys trying to knot this thing up and potentially take a lead here. Again, 2 split backs, 1 on each side of Andrew Barnes. Barnes, another long count, takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks to the right corner of the end zone, throws into the corner, and it bounces off his chest, out of bounds. And that was intended for, looks like... Fon, okay.
Looks like Fonz, yep.
Yep. I'm sorry, but I'm having some challenges with the numbers, especially when they get in that sunny corner. So it's 4th down and about 6. Ball's on the 10-yard line, so they're going for the end zone here. Or at least to get it inside the 5. Double wide outs, 1 back to the left. Barnes takes the snap, looks to throw, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Knocked down by Aaron Taylor, number 9.
Looks like it was tipped by Aaron Taylor.
And so the Rough Riders will go back on offense on downs.
With the flow, for all sponsor for the Rough Riders.
13-17 left, second quarter. As we see the Rough Riders come up to the line of scrimmage now.
Sponsor the Rough Riders.
They're led by quarterback Nate Samus. Quite an athlete, not afraid to move around in the backfield to throw. Takes the snap this time, gives it, hands it off to one of his backs. And that was to Jeffrey Peoples, number 0. So as I talk about his ability to move in the back, he hands it off. Second down and about 6. Ball is out at the 13-yard line. Samus this time has 1 back. And he will hand it off to Peoples again. Peoples with a big hole to run through, and he'll get the ball down to up to the 21-yard line. He was stopped on the play by, let's see, it looked like 30, is that Sammy McBride, 38? Yep. Same set for the Rough Riders. And we have false start. So that's going to be 5 yards back for the Rough Riders. Take them back to the 15, and it'll be 1st and 15. Beautiful day in Galesville. Good football game so far, 6-0, Rough Riders with the lead. Approaching 12 minutes to go. Rough Riders, same set. Nate Samus, the quarterback, takes the snap a little bit high, and he'll hand it to Peoples. And Peoples goes right up the middle. He'll dive up to the 20. So he got rid of the penalty yardage.
Yep.
Second and 10, Rough Riders. Takes the snap, throws off to his left side, finds a receiver, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line.
It should give him enough.
Yep, they're moving the chains, so that's a first down for the Rough Riders. Keem Peterson, one of the men over there to take him down. Nate Samus, quarterback, first and 10 for the Rough Riders. Gives the balls to Peoples again. Peoples right up the gut, gets the ball up to the 41-yard line, and that's enough for another Rough Rider first down. And we have a timeout on the field. 10:34 to go, second quarter. The River City Rough Riders 6, the Eau Claire Cowboys nothing. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Dr. Andrew Van Roo and the rest of his team at Van Roo Chiropractic have been committed to addressing your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Van Roo Chiropractic is the place to go. Van Roo Chiropractic can help you attain your everyday wellness goals. Van Roo Chiropractic has been serving the Chippewa Valley since 1997. Call Van Roo Chiropractic at 715-926-6001 to receive the answers to your questions. That's Van Roo Chiropractic at 910 Countryside Parkway in Mondovi.
Welcome back. 10:34 to go, first half. It's 6-0. Rough Riders. River City with the ball. One split back to the right side. Pair of wideouts each side. Samus takes the snap. Pumps once, throws it short. He'll throw it to Terrell Martin. And Martin is dropped at the 38-yard line.
Loss of 3.
So the Eau Claire defense, Claude, hanging right in there.
Yeah, they're a tough defense.
6-0. Rough Riders, they break the huddle. Come up a little slow. They're second down and about 13. They're back at the 38, their own. Samus looks around, takes the snap. He's going to look to throw, this time to the near side, finds a receiver, and that is Javonte Davis. And he is twirled down at the 42-yard line. So a lot of action, but a pickup of only about 5 yards as it puts the ball at the 43. And it is third down and about 8.
Yeah, it still looks like a passing down.
Both teams using a 5-3 defensive front. Samus from the shotgun takes a high snap. This time he'll give the ball to Terrell Martin, and Martin pushed forward on a second effort. He'll get the ball down near midfield, but that will leave the Rough Riders still about a yard or two short, and there is one of the River City Rough Riders is down. And their medical staff comes out as one of the Cowboys out there with him. And we will take a break. 8:46 to go in the second quarter. And it's the River City Rough Riders 6, the Eau Claire Cowboys nothing. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Ready for a better way to bank? Switch to Royal Credit Union. Royal Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
The injured Cowboys player was Josh Schmidt-Young, who was the center for the Cowboys. So they have a new snapper in there, 4th and 1. Ball is at midfield. And Samus hands the ball off, and the Cowboys stuff the running back, push him back to the 47-yard line. And the ball carrier was Terrell Martin.
And Peterson, King Peterson was in there.
So the Cowboys defense continuing to play well. So the Cowboys will take over at the Rough Rider 48-yard line. 8:31 remains in the second quarter. And the Cowboys come up to the line. They will have one wide out near side, 2 on the far. Andrew Barnes with running backs on each side takes the snap, and that one's handed off to Wilkerson. Yep, Wilkerson will get up to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Celebrating there, Sean Dees Hinton for the Rough Riders.
No gain, tackled by the Rocket, number 11.
Rocket was also in on that tackle.
So a gain of maybe 1, 2nd and 9 we'll call it. No, actually that's a loss. 2nd and 11. Barnes, same set with a pair of wideouts right and one on the left. Barnes, long count. Split backs. Barnes drops back to throw, fires over the middle. Nice pass. And he's gone. 20-10 touchdown Cowboys. That's Jordan Fonz. And there's the 6 the way you're supposed to do it.
Yes.
Jordan Fonz.
The first to score on the Rough Riders.
that written down here. That's a 48-yard pass. And the Cowboys going to try the extra point. And the Cowboys are going to go for two. Two split backs. Barnes. Long count. And he'll hand the ball off, and will he get in? Looks like he was stopped short. Just short. Great effort, but the Rough Riders would not let him in.
Yeah, it was not for lack of trying.
Nope. Looks like that was Marquardt that attempted that. And so 7:35 to go, second quarter. Rough Riders and the Eau Claire Cowboys tied at 6. And you're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Halifax. Cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
3, 2, 1.
We're not at 6, 7:35 to go in the second quarter. 48-yard touchdown pass for Andrew Barnes to Jordan Fonz. And the Cowboys going to kick for the first time today. End over end kick is going to be taken at the 18-yard line. That's Corey Jefferson Jr. He comes along the sidelines, gets out to the 40, still leaping, tries to leap over the top of J.P. Heffling, and he gets a great run back down into Eau Claire territory. So that was about a 50-yard return. So we will see the Rough Riders on offense again, and the tough Cowboy defense split out on the far side for our Jelonzo Jackson and Corey Jefferson Jr. for the Rough Riders. Nate Samus is the quarterback. He's also got a pair of wideouts here on the near side, and that ball rolled to him. He'll fire it over that way. It's caught by Jelonzo Jackson, and Jackson brought down at the 30-yard line. He's stopped on the play by Akeem Peterson. And he is just shy of the first down. Second and inches. Ball is on the 31. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the first half. The Eau Claire Cowboys 6, the River City Rough Riders 6. And same set for the Rough Rider. Pair of wideouts, one back split this time, or one back. And again, he has been having to bobble that snap. It has been snapped way too close to the ground, and he had to fall on it. And I guess if they are going with their reserve center, that may be some of getting that rhythm back. Third down and 5. Ball is resting at the 35-yard line. And we had to pick up some equipment there for Donovan Walters. He's one of the wideouts on the near side here. There, gets a good snap that time. Samus fires and finds Donovan Walters, and Walters dragged down by his jersey, but not before he gets to the 30-yard line.
31, it looks like. Forward progress is going to give him the first.
And so that's a first down for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, it looks like Forward Progress gave them that.
So they'll mark it on the 29-yard line. First and 10, and now we see the Rough Riders driving down the field. Samus takes a snap, gets a good one this time, hesitates a little bit, fires, and gets a pass complete to Jalonzo Jackson down at about the 24-yard line.
Pass complete to...
And there on the defensive play again, Akeem Peterson.
Ball at the 23.
Second down, 3 yards to go. Rough Riders coming up. 4:38 left. And they're set. Now we get the other lineman set. And Samus throws over the middle in traffic right there to stop him at the 18-yard line. That pass is complete to Javante Davis. And that's another River City first down.
Surprised that they didn't go deep with Javante.
Approaching 4 minutes left. And Samus back in the shotgun. And he'll get the pass. He'll fire immediately, going for the corner. Incomplete. And there was great coverage on the play there, I believe, by Jason Shack.
Yep, that was going for Jalonzo Jackson.
So it'll be second down and 10. Ball is on the Cowboys' 18-yard line. Check that 17-yard line. And both teams set now. Nate Samus a little bit closer to the line this time. Takes the snap. He looks left, fires again. Now he's left open. He's going to take off, heading down toward the 10-yard line. He's brought down at the 9.
No, it's not going to be enough.
No. Yep, that's post is down. That is about the 8, so it'll be third down and a couple for the Rough Riders. Here we go, 3:10 left. Tied at 6. Nate Samus takes a snap. He'll give it to his running back this time.
I think he stopped them.
Yeah, I think so too. They smothered him at the 10, and he had to get down to about the 8.
Yeah, it's 4th. Let's see what they're going to do.
Depends on this mark here. The Cowboys were right there. They were not fooled at all. Yeah, it's at the 10. Yep, it's 4th, and actually it looks like he lost a little on that one.
Take it to the 2-minute warning.
So it'll be 4th down and about 3 for the Rough Riders.
I would not be surprised if this goes to Javante Davis in the end zone.
Samus.
There we go.
Snap, looks, fires down. Went right through his fingertips. Donovan Walters, and he dropped it. So great defense once again. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2. I keep forgetting there's lots of sponsors, and I got to drop some commercials in.
Yeah, I got 2 more that I got to get in.
Okay.
We're looking for motivated individuals who can help us expand our aerial
got 17 seconds here.
Fiber termination services. Call Sopiar's Fiber Solutions at 715-289-3337. That's Sopiar's Fiber Solutions, your fiber network specialists.
Welcome back, Cowboys deep in their own territory. They take over on downs back at the 10, 2:13 to go. And the ball handed off, going right up the middle, out to about the 13-yard line.
O.J. Wilkerson. Middle for 3.
And now we have the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes to go, first half, it is the Eau Claire Cowboys 6, the River City Rough Riders 6. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
I love the pizza we get when we go to Gino's Pizza.
That's because Gino's has been voted best pizza in the Chippewa Valley for 5 years in a row.
I think it's because Gino's
I'm
uses
gonna
the
run
freshest
2.
ingredients, premium quality meats, cheeses, savory spices, and zesty toppings, and all served with attention to detail.
Now you're making me hungry. Let's head to Gino's Pizza.
Scott and the rest of the folks at Gino's Pizza would like to invite you to come out and try the area's best pizza. Call about Monday through Wednesday dine-in specials at 715-835-2000. That's Gino's Pizza at 5110 Fairview Drive, Eau Claire, right next to Chaos Water Park.
2-minute warning and snack break, is that?
It's time to travel back to the time when the nights began. Just at the Newborn Village Renaissance Festival for 4 thrilling weeks from June 10th through July 2nd. Visit with the merchants who will be vending their wares, or enjoy what the village cooks and bakers have prepared as savory sensations and tantalizing subjects to fill your.
Takes the snap and hands it off. And the running back is stopped. That looks like Mark Wart. And the Rough Riders take a timeout, and we will too. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Plenty of activities for the kids, so this is a great place for the whole family. The Newborn Village Renaissance Festival is located at the Eagle Ridge Festival Grounds, 2302 Nelson Road in Chippewa Falls. So journey with us back in time at the Newborn Village Renaissance Festival from June 10th through July 2nd.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Welcome back to Galesville. 3rd down and 9 for the Cowboys. They are back on their own 11-yard line with 1:51 to go in the second. We're tied at 6. Barnes, again, long count, 2 split backs, drops straight back to throw and loses the ball, and the ball falls onto the turf at the 6-yard line, and the the Rough Riders pick it up. Then he drops it before it gets to the end zone. Let's see what this is ruled here. That's a bunch of craziness.
Little bit of a celebration too early.
It was almost like, it looked like he had the ball back behind the line and lost it there. It was like he kind of hit, there was a wall there.
But it looks like the Cowboys are retaining the ball.
Wow, very deep in their own territory.
That's pretty fortunate for the Cowboys. Big time.
Yeah.
A little bit of early celebration on Rough Riders that caused that.
So there is a timeout on the field called by the Eau Claire Cowboys, and we'll take one as well. 1:37 remaining. Second quarter. It's the River City Rough Riders 6, the Eau Claire Cowboys 6. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 from the 2. The Eau Claire Cowboys deep in their own territory. Andrew Barnes, deep in his own end zone, takes the snap, and he's going to take it himself out of the backfield, or check that. That is Ujay Wilkerson, and Wilkerson will get a clear shot to run out of bounds to the 12.
Nope, that was Barnes.
That was Barnes. Okay. And getting a little congratulations on the run there from the Rough Riders. Levante Basley. And it looks like there's a penalty marker.
Might have been the Cowboys jumping a little bit early.
Yeah, it was like right down where the football was. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
False start penalty, and there actually was declined by the Rough Riders. So we'll start back at about the 2.
False start and a holding to offsetting.
Oh, okay. They're offsetting penalties, a false start and holding on the Rough Riders. So that's why the ball didn't move. So Barnes, again, back at the base of the H in the end zone, takes a snap.
There it's OJ, and he barely gets across. He barely gets across the...
No, let's see, the Rough Riders are signaling safety, but the guys in the stripes aren't. It looked like he did get it across, out of the end zone. So, I mean, I don't think...
He just barely got it across that end zone line.
Okay, they're starting the clock.
Lost about 2 yards. 2nd and 12, ball at the 1 yard line.
Okay, it looked no safety. Not sure what's going on. Well, we'll take a break since both teams are gone. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
It's 2 inches, that's the most it is.
$1:25 on the clock, please.
6-6 ball game here. Eau Claire at River City live from GET High School. Defensive touchdown.
Shout out to the head coach of Gale Epic Cowboy High School for setting up the field today.
Jordan Fonz. The only 2 scores in this game. Aaron Taylor, pick 6 early in the ball game.
There has been a lot of action inside that 1 here in the last couple of minutes. They're resetting the game clock to 1:25, so they're going to say the Cowboys did move the ball, but the football is resting on that line. 2nd down and 12 from the 1. Barnes in the end zone is going to roll back, fires, and the ball is knocked down. He tried to get a pass out on the far side, knocked down incomplete. 3rd down. 1:20 left, 2nd quarter. Ball is just on the outside of that goal line. 3rd down and 11. Cowboys break the huddle. Again, Cowboys in the end zone. Ball just outside the goal line. 3rd down and 12. Barnes in the end zone with split backs. 2 wideouts near side. 1 on the far side takes the snap, and the ball's batted around, and It's loose. Let's see. The Cowboys claim that they've got it. Well, and now they're signaling safety. I don't know.
Forward pockets were stopped. I think it's a safety.
And they're still talking about it out there. Getting some help from the PA announcer as far as making a ruling. Officials still talking. Rough Riders say they scored a safety. We hope you'll join us next Saturday for Cowboys football. The Central Wisconsin Bandits will be at Simpson Field at UW Eau Claire. Well, they're still discussing it. Well, anyway, the next week's game will be kickoff is at 2 o'clock. Coverage will begin at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff. And that'll be the Cowboys' first home game. Now they're going to, the Cowboys keep the ball and actually advanced it with all of that out to about the 2, it looks like.
Illegal touching, this is the call. Penalty declined.
Penalties declined. Okay, so actually it will be awarded to the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders have it on the 2. Minute 15 to go in the second.
That could have been a very costly mistake.
So the Rough Riders come up to the line of scrimmage. It's Nate Samus. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Split backs, he's up to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he dropped the ball! He dropped the ball! And the Rough Riders,
Cowboys say they recovered it.
Cowboys have recovered it.
Wow.
And
I don't think I've ever seen that much going on down that close to an end line in the last minute.
I'm thinking that Peterson recovered that.
All right. And he's had an outstanding defensive game. He's been everywhere. And now the Cowboys are going to try to move it out from their own 4-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit more breathing room in there.
Oh, yeah. That seems like miles compared to what they were working with. 1:11 to go, second quarter. Barnes standing on the goal. Well, he's just inside that end zone again, but not as far as he was before. Barnes drops back, throws it over the middle, and his receiver ran right past it. That was intended for Jordan Fonz, and he's getting up very gingerly at about the 40.
Oh, he went back down. He's down. Helmet off. We're going to be taking a timeout.
Teammates out there, and we will take a break. 1:08 to go, second quarter. It is the River City Rough Riders 6, the Eau Claire Cowboys 6. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Looks like it's back. Look at jammed.
That was ridiculous.
It's holding the back.
I said it on air. It's like that's the easiest safety call I've ever seen.
It was touched by an ineligible player too.
I don't know how they make
Welcome back. 1:08 to go, second quarter. Jordan Fonz being helped to the sidelines for the Cowboys. Not a good loss to have here in this ball game. Minute 8 left as the Cowboys come up to the line of scrimmage. Double wideouts each end of the line. As Barnes, near the goal line again, takes the snap, gives it to the running back on the left, and he'll push the ball out to the 2. And so, let's see where they'll place it. Clock's rolling. No gain. Looks like 3rd and 10. 40 seconds remaining.
Looks like we might get one more playoff.
I think so. Barnes. Back in the gun. Going to use up a whole bunch of clock here. High snap. Fires it immediately out to the 9-yard line.
And I think that's going to be the last play of this half.
And it is. At halftime, the River City Rough Riders and the Eau Claire Cowboys are tied at 6. Stay tuned now for Cowboy Halftime. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Time now for Cowboy Halftime, where we'll get to know one of this year's Cowboy players on Cowboy football. All that coming up right after this time.
Yeah, I agree.
How will you make your mark? With over 200 jobs, the Army can help you find the answer. No matter your career,
I got them all.
The Army can get you there. The Army can impact your life in many ways. That's why we offer a variety of benefits to support what's most important to you, your family, and your future. Visit GoArmy.com, request information, watch videos, and see how the Army could be right for you.
This is the halftime show?
Yeah.
Time now for Cowboy Profile, where we take a look at one of this year's Eau Claire Cowboy players.
That was
now, Cowboy Profile.
Last 2 minutes.
That last minute. UJ, tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up, level of football you've played, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up in California. Played at CFL, NFL experience, and played at Texas Tech University. And now playing semi-pro at the one championship.
Now, what's the most exciting thing that you've learned about this year's Cowboys team?
Discipline.
Oh, really?
That was the one that went down on the
So, when you're not playing football, what are some other things that keep you interested?
Bowling and being family.
Well, I think they call it for like ineligible
receiver.
Yeah, as they do all the time. Yeah. All right, I got a couple rapid fire questions for you. This is our trademark question. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Pie.
Pie, ice cream, cake. Oh my goodness. In other words, put it in front of Uj and he's going to eat it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Burgers, brats, or hot dogs?
Burgers.
Burgers. Okay, when you're looking at that burger, what do you want on? Ketchup, mustard, neither, both?
It should be, yeah.
Throw some onions.
But they were offsetting, weren't they?
No, not that one down here.
Okay. Your favorite NFL?
That one, holding.
Oh, and
all right.
offside.
Now,
because we got the.
Is there an
got the offside, but then it wasn't
looked up to
enough to stop
in
the
the
clock,
past
so we
that
got ran
has
away, and
kind
that
of
was holding.
influenced the way you play the game?
Pretty strong.
I gotta go down there or something.
Because he runs well relentless, and he also understands the game by his damn nickname and training.
Okay. Now, Uj, if you had a superpower, what do you think that might be?
Cure cancer.
The power to cure cancer. So if you were this cancer-curing Uj, you have to have a superhero name to go with that. So what's Uj's superhero name? Uj the Cure. All right. We're looking forward to that one. We're talking with Uj Wilkerson on Cowboy Profile, and Ujay, how about a shout out to your family, friends, and anybody else who might be watching Cowboy games?
Shout out to Megan, my wife, my mom, Sue, the whole Lander family. I love y'all, and everybody that's around me.
Okay. Now, when people come to Cowboy games, remind us what number you're going to be wearing and what position do you play?
I'll be wearing number 2, and I play running back.
Okay, we want to thank Ujay Wilkerson for joining us today on Cowboy Profile. Coming up next, more Cowboy Halftime.
You've been tuned to Cowboy Profile, with a look at one of this season's Eau Claire Cowboy players. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Cowboy Halftime.
Drop Zone Septic and Portable Toilet Rentals in Eau Claire is the area's portable toilet provider specialist serving Eau Claire and the surrounding areas. We have portable toilets for construction sites, festivals, weddings, graduations, family reunions, and more. We also offer hand washing stations. Contact Drop Zone Septic and Portable Toilet Rentals by calling 715-577-0717. That's Drop Zone Septic and Portable Toilet Rentals. Remember, it's not a party until you have a porta potty.
Sterling Optical in Eau Claire has been in business for 30 years and is truly the place where you will find the best value and selection when it comes to the vision needs for you and your family. In addition to their extensive line of value frames, ophthalmic lenses, and contact lenses, they also have the area's largest selection of designer frames from brands that include Ray-Ban, Michael Kors, Coach, and Oakley. Stop in and visit Sterling Optical at 4054 Commonwealth Avenue, Eau Claire, or call 715-833-1220. That's Sterling Optical in Eau Claire.
Welcome back to Northern Lights Football League. Okay.
If I don't know what
Welcome back to Northern Lights Football League action. Battle of undefeateds. The Eau Claire Cowboys taking on the River City Rough Riders. And as halftime is concluding, the Rough Riders and the Cowboys are tied at 6. And how it happened was at 13:01 to go in the first quarter, John Good intercepted a pass and took it 21 yards to the end zone for the Rough Riders, and their point after kick failed, and so the score was 6-0 there, and the Cowboys got on the board at 7:35 to go in the second quarter on a 48-yard pass from Andrew Barnes to Jordan Fons, and the point after there failed as well, so we're tied at 6. Lots of action, or I don't know exactly what you want to call it, Claude, down inside that 1 yard line right at the last minute of the half. But we are ready to go here as the Cowboys are going to, since they received, they're going to kick off to the Rough Riders to get things going here. Jay Fall, Claude Teasing, and Dan Petshaw with you on the camera from Galesville. Glad you decided to spend some of your Saturday afternoon with us. It's a beautiful one down in Galesville. And the kick goes short, and it is landed on by Darnell Roquette. With the stable hands, he decided to trounce on it right at the, looks like the 48-yard lines of the Cowboys. So that's where the Rough Riders will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know they had that in their playbook. I was just wondering when they were going to use it.
Decided to pull it out right there.
Yeah. Did not go the way that the Cowboys wanted it, but hey, you know what?
Got to give it a try.
Yep.
So the ball is on the Cowboys' 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Quarterback Nate Samus comes up to the line, and Devian Clay, along with Jeffrey Peoples, I believe, are in the
Jay's up.
And we've got a flag dropped in the backfield already, and it looks like there are too many guys on the line for somebody. The officials are counting here.
Too many on the line for the Rough Riders.
Yeah. So I think that's interesting. There's been some silly penalties for the Rough Riders for a team of their caliber.
Yeah. They are plagued with a lot of penalties, but you know, somehow it seems like they can overcome them.
Yeah. Then that's the main thing. So 5 yards back puts the Rough Riders back at the 47, their own, in the same set, and they'll try it again. Samus with his two backs split behind him, and he's going to throw a pass. Running out of time, coming to that side, and it is caught by Javante Davis at the 48, and he was stopped on the play by the Javante Davis. So a gain into Cowboys territory just inside the 45. It'll be second down and about 7. High snap, and going to be thrown again, this time over to the far side, and he gets away down to the sidelines, and he is brought down at the 10-yard line. And that's a 35-yard pass reception to Jalonzo Jackson. And that's 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders, all the way down to the Cowboys. Looks like their 16-yard line.
I don't know if that was just blown coverage or what, but he was wide open, and he took off to the races.
Cowboys coming up to the line. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Split backs. Samus. High snap again. Pumps once. Still looking. And he was blindsided on that play.
A clean hit.
That was by number 9, Terronte Wilson.
Wow. I heard that crack all the way up here.
Yeah. As Samus was looking down on the right side, Wilson came around and leveled him.
He lit him up.
He sure did. That's a loss of about. 50? Almost 10. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So second down. Rough Riders have to get down to the 6. And Samus looks. He's going to scurry around to his left, given some time, and throws it into the end zone. Touchdown. And that is complete to number 6, Corey Jefferson Jr. I'm going to write that down here. Jamas to Jefferson Jr. 12:24 to go, third quarter. And the Rough Riders have gone back into the lead. And we'll have a point after kick attempt by the Rough Riders. (12-6). Rough Riders to attempt the point after is Jared Bollinger. And the ball is set down, and he is going to try to run with it, and he is dropped. That's Keith Richardson, who's a defensive back and a quarterback, the holder. So the point after the kick failed, and so at 12:24 to go, third quarter, it is the Rough Riders 12, the Cowboys 6. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Ashley Furniture, the world's #1 furniture manufacturer, is seeking motivated individuals to work in the distribution center.
God, that crack might have woken up Samus.
Available. Flexible part-time schedule is also available to fit your lifestyle. If you possess the physical and technical skills that are necessary to work in our state-of-the-art distribution center, then this is a job for you. Ashley Furniture offers a competitive benefits package to all full-time employees. To join the Ashley Furniture team, apply in person at 1 Ashley Way, Arcadia, Wisconsin, or online at jobs.ashleyfurniture.com.
Welcome back. Cowboys trailing again, this time by a margin of 12-6, just one touchdown. Deep to receive for the Cowboys. Anthony Marquardt is on the near side. And over on the other side is Sage Weiss. So Bollinger to kick off for the Rough Riders. Good kick is going to be taken down at the 10-yard line and dropped by Weiss. He'll pick it back up and run it out to the 15-20, and he's brought down at the 23-yard line. So a good repair on that one up to the Cowboys' 23-yard line, where they will start first and 10. 12:16 to go, third quarter. The Cowboys trail the River City Rough Riders by a score of 12-6. Join us tomorrow on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN TV as we bring you the opening games of the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2023 season. The Cavs will be taking on the defending Chippewa River Baseball League champion Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 12:05 with a dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action. Cavs and Tilden tomorrow afternoon, NLWN TV. And a low snap Barnes is going to roll to his left side, and he's not seeing. Now he sees somebody coming, throws it over the middle. Oh, and that was a dangerous pass.
A little bit early.
Yep, and there's a penalty flag down there too. So
he came in early.
And we will get the sign here from the referee, and it is false start on the Cowboys.
Okay, that didn't make sense. And why didn't they blow the whistle and call that play dead?
Yeah, that's a same thing I wondered.
I guess great minds think alike.
Okay, that's it. We'll go with that. 12:07 to go, third quarter. And so going 5 yards back puts the Cowboys back on their own 19-yard line. And it looks like one of the coaches has a question. Timeout called by Eau Claire. So 12:07 to go, third quarter. River City Rough Riders 12, Eau Claire Cowboys 6. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Whether you're building, buying, or selling a home, it's one of the biggest decisions of your life. A professional home inspection gives you an independent, unbiased view of any problems and possible solutions, so that you'll have all the facts you need to make an informed decision. Contact Home Inspectors of America and Jared Heffling at 651-202-0334 for your inspection. Every inspection is a complete and thorough analysis of all the major systems and components in the home. Complete your home transaction with knowledge and confidence by calling Jared Heffling at 651-202-0334.
What to do after today's game? Come and join with the Cowboys at the Cowboys' favorite place, the Happy Hollow Tavern. The Happy Hollow is the Chippewa Valley's premier venue for watching your favorite sports teams. With over 20 HD TVs, every seat in the house gives you a great view. Not to mention amazing food and drink specials. So corral with the Cowboys at their favorite fifth quarter location, the Happy Hollow Tavern, located at 1628 Hillcrest Parkway in Altoona. With all the good people and good food, the Happy Hollow will soon be your favorite place too.
And the timeout called, one of the Cowboys across the way there was injured. And it appears it might be number 51, Jay Riley. But we're back in action, first and 15 for the Cowboys. They're on their own 19. And Barnes in the shotgun.
Takes
the snap, yep. And ball is handed off to Jordan Renault, and Renault stopped in the backfield. Loses one on the play. It'll be second down and about 16. 11:48 remains in the third quarter. Join us next Saturday, May 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN2 as we bring you the Cowboys in their first home game of the season at the hosts as they host the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Coverage begins at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff. Andrew Barnes back deep. One back off to the left, takes the snap, and he is going to try to go forward, and he is wrestled to the ground at the 11 by a couple of Rough Riders. And that will bring up fourth down. Oh, third, okay.
Yeah, it looks about 20. Forever?
Yep.
Okay, we're looking
a
at
long
third
way.
And Tremplo.
Yes, that's okay. I was trying to think of what was that way. That works. Third and Trempolo. Barnes in the shotgun. One split back to the right. Pair of wideouts. Barnes looking to throw. Running out of scurrying, throws across his body. out to the center of the field, and he finds Taquan Hodges. And Hodges gets the line of scrimmage back. But it's 4th and 10. And with the Cowboys not punting, we'll very likely see another pass play here. One of the Cowboys get his shoe tied over on the far side there. And a timeout called by Eau Claire. We'll take one as well. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Whether you're a student athlete, a professional or semi-professional athlete, or a family athlete, when your body needs recovery, see the professionals at Athletic Wellness of Eau Claire. Athletic Wellness can help enhance recovery, help improve performance, and help prevent injury. Whether you require normatic compression, percussive massage, electrical stimulation, one-to-one stretching, or red light infrared sauna, Athletic Wellness can provide it all. Give Athletic Wellness a call at 715-514-2528 or stop in at 2914 London Road in Eau Claire. Athletic Wellness is the official performance recovery center for the Eau Claire Cowboys.
For a better way to bank, switch to Royal Credit Union.
Welcome back to
Royal
Galesville.
Credit Union is a financial co-op, not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
Barnes in the shotgun, 4th and 10, Cowboys back on their own 19. And a punt, a quick kick, and will bounce back at the 43-yard line, and the Cowboys will down it at the 45-yard line. So, Claude, I'm guessing that's the first punt of the season.
Yep, that's what I was just going to say. I guess we do punt, but not with the punter.
There we go. Well,
caught everybody by surprise.
That's right. Good teams, always have something unique to bring to the table. That's what the first one the Cowboys brought to the table. 9:43 to go, third quarter. 12-6. The River City Rough Riders are out in front of the Eau Claire Cowboys in a game of 2 leaders so far this season in the NLFL.
For people who already know,
so the quarterback
has been everything that I hoped it would have been.
Nate Samus is in the backfield for the Rough Riders with 2 backs behind him. Samus is going to wait. He'll fire right over the middle to no one. His closest receiver was Corey Jefferson Jr. And Samus threw to a spot. Nobody was there. 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the River City Rough Riders.
I think that ball would have been picked off if it would have been thrown any other place.
Yep.
There was Cowboys all over that area.
2nd and 10, ball on the 44-yard line of River City.
2nd down, 10. Ball at the 44.
In the backfield are Debian Clay and Terrell Martin, along with quarterback Nate Samus. Samus takes the snap, and he will hand the ball away. Yep.
Maybe a yard, possibly 2.
Yep, he got it across the 45, down to about the 46. Ball carrier on that play, Terrell Martin.
And we're looking at 3rd and a long 8.
Beautiful Saturday afternoon in Galesville, light wind, about 72 degrees at game time. Northwest wind at about 7. .855 left to go in the 3rd. Same set for the Rough Riders, 2 wideouts far side, 1 on the near side. Samus Looking to throw, fires over the middle, and it was again to a spot short of his intended receiver, Javante Davis. He was the closest one there. But what, like you just said, Claude, again, lots of Cowboys around there.
Yeah, they're swarming to the ball.
8:43 left to go in the third quarter, and it is fourth down and about 8.
And it looks like the River City Rough Riders are going to be trying maybe a cowboy trick. We'll see.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see.
We'll find out shortly. Same set for the Rough Riders. Samus standing back at the 41 takes a snap.
He's
looking to throw, and he gets it complete to number 13, Javante Davis. And
that's enough for a first.
Yeah. So
it's hard to play Devontae.
Yeah.
He can burn you if you play close, or you play too far back. He's gonna stay short and pick that yard up that he needs.
Yep. Yep, he got to right where he needed to be. 1st and 10. Rough Riders. Ball's on the 44 of the Cowboys. Samus back near midfield in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands the ball off this time to Devian Clay. And Clay sweeping around the far side, still running, and he is forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Another big run for the Rough Riders, and another first down.
Yeah, some kids are getting excited in the crowd.
12-6 Rough Riders out in front of the Eau Claire Cowboys.
Thought for sure they were going to stop them in the backfield.
1st and 10. River City. 2 wide outs on the far side. Jalenzo Jackson and Corey Jefferson Jr. A single out on the near side. Backs behind Samus. Samus takes the snap. Looks left, then right. A long pass over the top of his intended receiver, Javante Davis. Good Cowboy coverage on the play. Had him swarm that throw over the top there. And on the coverage was Noah Hayden and
I think the Cowboys defense was just waiting for that.
Yeah.
You know it's going to come sooner or later, Davis deep.
Second and 10. Same set. Spread out on the right side, although Samus likes to throw to either. He's looking right up, looks and fires up the middle. What a great play! That was intended for Corey Jefferson Jr.
That was Ray Liggins.
He was right there. Broke
Great
that up.
Timing. Way to light him up.
3rd down and 10. Cowboys looking to get that ball back and even this up again. Eau Claire Cowboys trail River City Rough Riders 12-6. Next week, the Cowboys' first home game. It kicks off at 2 o'clock at Simpson Field on the UW Eau Claire campus, and that's against the Central Wisconsin Bandits. 3rd and 10. Rough Riders on the Cowboy 31. Same sets, both teams. Samus steps forward a little bit, and there was a penalty flag dropped in the backfield.
And it looks like a delay of game.
Yep. And that's going to be a 5-yard penalty for the Rough Riders and put them back at the 36.
Looking at 3rd and 15 now.
So the Rough Riders, although they have the lead in this game, they, and I haven't seen official stats yet, but it seems like they've been penalized more heavily than the Cowboys have. Third and 16. Ball's at the 36, snap to Samus. Samus goes around near in trouble again, manages to find a receiver out there. That's Terrell Martin, and Martin gets all the way down to the 20. And that's a first down for River City again.
Samus has under pressure. I just don't know how he got that off.
Well, there was a lot said that this is a very talented River City Rough Riders team, and it sure is. They've got a lot of people that play their positions well. First and 10, ball on the 20-yard line for the River City Rough Riders. Samus takes the snap. He's going to look, fires off to the left. Great coverage on the play as that's incomplete. That was intended for Jalonzo Jackson. And it's an offside penalty on Eau Claire. Well, let's see if that's... First and 10 Rough Riders. An official, not, yeah, that's what I thought. He was walking back toward the Rough Riders. There we go. Now you walk it toward the Cowboys. It's 1st and 5 from the 15. Approaching 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter of this afternoon's game. Samus in the backfield takes a snap and fires toward the corner of the end zone, and it is nearly intercepted in the end zone. He overshot his intended receiver, Claude, by several yards, and that was intended for number 13, Javante Davis.
Yeah, I don't know. Davis is their main target. And I got to give it to you, the Cowboys are playing him very well.
They are. 12-6 ball game, exactly 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rough Riders 12, Cowboys 6. Same set. 2nd and 5. Samus throws over the middle, and it actually toward the ankles of one of the Cowboys. That was intended for Davis again. So Nate Samus is getting a little inconsistent as far as getting the ball to his favorite target there.
Yeah, this is their four down territory, so I don't think that the Rough Riders will be going for a field goal. No.
3rd and 5, 15-yard line is where the ball is placed. Samus steps in front of his receiver. Now he's going to fire it over the middle again. Caught! Touchdown to Javante Davis.
I knew that they were going to connect sooner or later.
Touchdown, Rough Riders.
18-16 for River City. And another passing touchdown from Nate.
So that is the second touchdown pass from Nate Samus to Davis this time. And so the Rough Riders take an 18-6 lead. And they will go for the 2-point conversion. Samus fires into the end zone, and it is incomplete. So 5:53 to go, third quarter. It's 18 for the River City Rough Riders, 6 for the Eau Claire Cowboys. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2. Computer locked up again. Computer.
After we're done here, where would you like to stop to eat?
I heard the Doghouse Bar and Grill in Whitehall is really good.
You know, my coworkers and I stopped there on a work trip. They have great service, good burgers, and fries.
When we went there, we discovered great food and drinks at great prices. You really can't go wrong with any of the menu options.
I had the patty melt. It was amazing, and the Doghouse fries were just as good.
I guess it's the Doghouse Bar and Grill for us.
Then let's head to 36378 Abrams Street in Whitehall.
And the kickoff going to the Cowboys. It is taken at the 14-yard line. And still running. He is the return brought up to the 38-yard line. And there is a penalty marker on the play, though. On the return for the Cowboys was Anthony Marquardt. And it is holding on the Cowboys. So the flag set where Marquardt was brought down at the 28. So that penalty will be accepted by the River City Rough Riders. And that's going to put the ball back at the 18-yard line. 5:43 left third quarter. Rough Riders lead the Cowboys 18-6. And Andrew Barnes and company now come up to the line. Barnes has running backs on each side. And takes a snap.
Wilkerson.
Ball hit off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson will take it from left to right up to about the 23-yard line.
Mark him at the 21.
2nd and 7.
Cowboys trail by a couple of touchdowns, 18-6 to the River City Rough Riders. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Andrew Barnes is up under center. Barnes hands the ball off, and a nice sweep around the left side, knocked out of bounds and hit very far out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
30.
About 10 yards. Tackled by Troy Young. First and out of bounds.
And it looks like we've got
player down.
Injured player over there as the other players, both sides, taking a knee. We'll take a break while they're tending to that. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Let NLWN TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network take you out to the ballgame. Our next broadcast will be on Sunday, May 21st, when we will bring you the Cavaliers taking on the Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 12:05 p.m. That's live Eau Claire Cavalier baseball on Sunday, May 21st on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN TV.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back to Galesville, and we are at a break in the action here. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. The River City Rough Riders lead the Eau Claire Cowboys by a score of 18-6, and it looks like we're going to need some medical attention across the way there. And while they're getting that, the game may be on a break here. We'll also remind you that the Northern Light Webcasting Network is your home for Eau Claire Cavaliers baseball. You can join us tomorrow on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLW TV as we bring you the opening games of the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2023 season. The Cavs will be taking on the defending Chippewa River Baseball League champion Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 12:05 with the Dugout Show, followed by live play-by-play action. Of course, join us next Saturday, May 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN2 as we bring you the Cowboys in their first home game of the season as they host the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Coverage begins at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff, followed by live play-by-play action. Did not get a chance. I am not able to see the number of the player that they're tending to, but basically they've got most of the, as you can see, they've got most of the Cowboys away from there. was after that last Cowboy run that it went into the Cowboys bench. And it looks like they're taking great care with one of the players there.
You got Randy over there. Who was it?
Coach Fred.
Oh, Coach Fred.
Coach Fred is who they're tending to? Oh.
It was someone who said it was down over there.
Okay.
So they are calling the ambulance.
They are saying that, unfortunately, it was, well, it didn't matter who it was, but especially Coach Fred Hoversholm is apparently the one being attended to over there, and they're working on getting an ambulance. So as we wait for that, we will take another break here. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
He's getting up.
Oh, that's good. Welcome back to Galesville, and Coach Fred's on his feet. So that's good. One of the very impressive things about, and I don't have a lot of experience in the Northern Lights football league, Northern Light Football League, but I noticed like the Cowboy, like the Rough Riders, they don't have names on the back of the jerseys. It just says family. And, you know, in between plays, you know, a lot of these guys know each other. They've played with each other. They've played against each other. And, you know, even though this is a huge game, you know, again, you know, with one of the, you know, best teams in the nation, and they've been showing that so far, it's still a game. It's still for fun. And, you know, they're supportive here, and we will see if they're going to have an ambulance come in, not yet, or just take care of. Taking a look over on the sidelines, there's still quite a crew over there, and apparently they are going to still, sounds like I'm hearing from in the press box that they're still going to have an ambulance come and go have Coach Fred checked out. Scoring summary here. This started off with the Rough Riders picking off a pass, and John Good running it 21 yards into the end zone at 13:01 to go in the first. The kick failed, and that score was 6-0 at 13:01 to go in the first. Then the Cowboys got on the board at 7:35 in the second quarter on a 48-yard pass from Barnes to Fonz. The point after attempt failed there, and it was 6-6 at halftime. Then in the third quarter, it's so far in the third quarter here, all the scoring's been the Rough Riders, 12:24 to go. Samus found Corey Jefferson Jr. on a 22-yard pass, no point after, and Samus found Davis with a 15-yard pass at 5:53, and again the conversion failed, and so that gives us a score of 18-6.
Hear the ambulance coming in?
Yeah, I hear the ambulance coming in, yeah.
It looks like Coach Perret is just sitting in a chair right now, taking it easy, and we're going to have him check them up.
Yep. So, with a break in the action here, 4:53 to go in the third quarter, 18-6. It is the River City Rough Riders leading the Eau Claire Cowboys. You're watching Eau Claire Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
If I could be you, you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. If I could be you, you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back to Galesville, and the Galesville Ettrick EMS has arrived.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Okay, Barnes under, back in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands the ball off. They'd go up. He goes up the middle, down to, or up to the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. And that's a gain of about 3, 2nd and 7. And Coach Hoversholm headed to medical care. Pardon us for the delay. There was a delay in getting Coach Hoversholm some help, as well as some technical challenges, but we have those all straightened out, and we're back to action. And handoff goes into the, and let's see, 26. That's Anthony Marquardt carried that. And he is stopped in the backfield. So that will be a loss of 3 back to the 20, or the 30, sorry. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. 3:45 and counting, third quarter. The River City Rough Riders lead the Eau Claire Cowboys by a score of 18-6. And in the shotgun, it's Barnes. Barnes takes the snap, looking to throw, scurrying, gets away from a couple of defenders. Now he's running free and slides down at about the 44-yard line, and that's enough for a Cowboys first down.
Barnes showed some mobility there.
So first down for the Cowboys on their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, Barnes showed some mobility there.
Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rough Riders lead the Cowboys 18-6. Two wideouts near side, two on the far side, one back next to Andrew Barnes. Barnes takes the snap, looking to throw, gets away from one, but not the second defender. He's brought down at the 44-yard line on the keeper, and that's the original line of scrimmage, so no gain. We invite you to join us tomorrow on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN TV as we bring you the opening games of the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2023 season. The Cavs will be taking on the defending Chippewa River Baseball League champion Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 12:05 with the Dugout Show followed by live play-by-play action. 2nd and 10 Cowboys on their own 45-yard line. One back in the backfield. Now we have a man in motion, and it goes to Marquardt, and he gets it across the 46-yard line, but there was a flag thrown in the Cowboys' backfield. And that is not going to be good news for the good guys. Yep, they're pointing toward the Cowboys, and it is illegal use of hands holding against the Cowboys.
That's going to take him back.
So that one is going to take them back 10 more yards, and it'll be 2nd and 20. One back set for the Cowboys. Andrew Barnes in the backfield takes the snap, looking to throw, dives forward, and he's sacked back at the 33.
It is tough.
And so that'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
It looks like Troy Prill came in there and took him down.
22 yards for first down.
Approaching 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Cowboys up to the line on 3rd and 20. Cowboys stay with a one-back set. Barnes takes the snap, is going to throw this time, looks on the near side, throws it, trying to get a pass to Jordan Fonz, and he had two Rough Riders surrounding him on each side. 4th down. So it'll be 4th and 20. And we'll see if the non-punting Cowboys decide to go for it here. 38 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And they are lining up into play it like a regular down.
Yep. Two backs this time. Barnes takes the snap
like
and motion.
Offside.
Yep. Looks like a false start on the Cowboys. So that's going to move them back another 5.
Oh.
It's the ball back at the 29. It'll be 4th and 25. (18-6), Rough Riders out in front of the Cowboys. And a high snap, and the punt goes pretty much straight up into the air. It'll go forward to or out to the 39-yard line. And that's where the Rough Riders are going to take over, back in that same spot where there was injuries before. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 18-6. Jay Fall, Claude Teasing, and Dan Petchow on the camera with you from Galesville.
Dan, no audio. He's coming in. Alright, he's coming in right now. They'll be able to fix this quicker than me.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go.
Yeah, no audio, Dan.
Okay.
No audio.
Okay.
For the audio input box in the top row, it should say offline.
Yep. So we're gonna go. Yep. Add input.
Bottom row of the input boxes, they should have audio.
Yep. Yeah, it's going.
7-9-13.
No idea why I'm hearing it then.
Do you have your speaker on?
Yeah, I can hear audio. Yep.
I can hear
Yeah, there's audio.
Okay.
In the mixer.
Audio on the headset's just not on YouTube. Yeah. I hear it on here. Hey Rick, I hear it on my phone. Okay. Yeah, bye. What's the problem?
Let's play
commercial or
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
Welcome back. We start the third quarter with a snap to Nate Samuelson. He throws wide open. Great coverage on the play by the Cowboys. A.C. Riley. That pass was a shot up to Javante Davis, who has been a favorite target of Nate Samus today. So that'll bring up third down and about 13 for the Rough Riders. They are on the Cowboys' 43-yard line. The River City Rough Riders 18, the Eau Claire Cowboys 6, coming to you live from Galesville. Jay Falk, Lyle Teasing, and on the camera, Dan Petchoff. Nate Samus, with two split backs around him, has to grab for a high snap. Pumps once, throws upfield, and Davis just underneath of it, incomplete, down at about the 5-yard line.
Fourth down and 14.
So it'll be
fourth
and 15 for the Rough Riders. So yeah, this will be interesting. 18-6 lead for the Rough Riders.
Look.
So on 4th and 14, and we'll have a timeout called. It's called by the Rough Riders. 14:49 remains in the fourth quarter. It is the River City Rough Riders 18, the Eau Claire Cowboys 6. You're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
Highland Fitness is a locally owned gym operated right here in the Chippewa Valley. Save time and gas money with our 2 Eau Claire locations that are close to where you live, work, and play. Our Westridge location is open 24 hours a day. Convenient, friendly, and comfortable. Say hi to a better you at Highland Fitness.
What to do after today's game? Come and join with the Cowboys at the Cowboys' favorite place, the Happy Hollow Tavern. The Happy Hollow is the Chippewa Valley's premier venue for watching your favorite sports teams. With over 20 HD TVs, every seat in the house gives you a great view. Not to mention amazing food and drink specials. So corral with the Cowboys at their favorite fifth quarter.
Samus takes a snap. Again, he's going to go long, and he's being chased down by several Cowboys. Flag on the play. Throws it to Davis, and he grabs it before he goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
I'm guessing it's going to be holding.
And where that was, it's probably not going to be good news for the Rough Riders. He's pointing in their direction.
Yep, I'm guessing it was holding.
And we'll get confirmation here. That's exactly what it is, holding on the Rough Riders.
Holding on the Rough Riders.
So, take another shot at this here. 10 yards back. So that puts the ball in Cowboys territory at the 48. And the Rough Riders to try it again.
It looks like they're going to actually punt this time.
Sponsor Rough Riders, Sleepy's Bar and Grill. 163 Copeland Avenue.
Setting up for a punt. Jared Bollinger is the punter for the, as well as the place kicker for the Rough Riders. Long count, pulls the snap out of the grass, gets a nice end-over-end punt, and it will take a Cowboys bounce, or a Rough Rider bounce, and does it get saved before it goes in the end zone? It did not.
That's a great kick, and it went into the end zone.
So that ball will go out to the 25, and that's where the Cowboys will start this drive. Cowboy, you're watching Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2.
Ashley Furniture, the world's #1 furniture manufacturer, is seeking motivated individuals to work in the distribution center. We have full-time and part-time opportunities available. Flexible part-time schedules also available to fit your lifestyle. If you possess the physical and technical skills that are necessary to work in our state-of-the-art distribution center, then this is a job for you. Ashley Furniture offers a competitive benefits package to all full-time employees. To join the Ashley Furniture team, apply in person at 1 Ashley Way, Arcadia, Wisconsin, or online at jobs.ashleyfurniture.com.
Hand off to U.J. Wilkinson, found a huge hole and went barreling down up the field. He'll get all the way up to the 43. First and 10 Cowboys as they start off that drive very well.
Yeah, definitely not out of this game.
Almost all of the fourth quarter here to go through. Andrew Barnes back in the shotgun, split backs. And ball didn't move. And each team's pointing at each other. Officials talking it over here. 13:41 to go, fourth quarter, and it's a dead ball foul. And it is false start on the Cowboys.
That hurts.
Yep, so that's going to take it back 5 yards to the 36-yard line. And the Cowboys will just try it again, trailing 18-6 to the River City Rough Riders. Barnes takes the snap, looking to throw, has to scurry forward, now moves over to the far side, headed for out of bounds, and he gets out of bounds at about the 38.
Yeah, pick up a 1.
Approaching 13 minutes remaining in this evening's ball game. The Eau Claire Cowboys trail the River City Rough Riders by a score of 18-6. No point after conversions have been made today.
Plenty of time left, but clock isn't their friend exactly.
No.
Just got to get something going.
Barnes hands the ball off to Marquardt, and he'll push the ball up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. So it'll bring up second down and 11, or third down and 11. 12:15 left to go, fourth quarter. 18-6. Rough Riders out in front of the Cowboys. One back, split to the right of Andrew Barnes, the Cowboys quarterback. In the shotgun now, he'll drop back. Looking, checking
down
things.
The middle.
And throws it up the middle, and it is incomplete.
That's the second time Fonz dropped one.
And Fonz was extremely covered there as well.
Yeah, and he was not extremely happy when he didn't make that catch.
11:46 remaining in this evening's game. It'll be fourth and about 12 for the Cowboys. Trailing 18-6, Cowboys next week, their first home game against the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Kicks off at 2 at Simpson Field in Eau Claire. You can watch Cowboy pregame at 1:30, and better yet, head on down and watch some good football.
Don't play with that!
Barnes takes the snap with too much time again, and it looks like another false start. Yep.
This is going to kill them in the end.
Don't play with that. Put it back.
18-6. Rough Riders lead the Cowboys, and Cowboys are going back 5 more yards on fourth down. 4th and 15.
4th and Centerville.
Yeah. Barnes awaiting the snap. Takes it, drops back, is going to throw it along the near side, and it's caught by Dorsey, and he's off to the races in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kyrie Dorsey. This game is not over yet, folks.
It's about a 65-yard touchdown pass. And so the Cowboys.
It looks like a player's down.
Oh.
2 players.
Yep,
2 Cowboys.
down in front of us. Wow.
Let's go to commercial.
We'll take a break. 11:35 remains, fourth quarter. It's the River City Rough Riders 18, and the Eau Claire Cowboys now 12. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
not a corporation, so we return earnings to our members. That means you get low or no fees for account services and better rates on deposits and loans. You'll also have all the digital tools you need at your fingertips, so managing your account is easy. Royal is ready to help you discover the credit union difference. Switch to Royal Credit Union today at rcu.org/difference. Insured by NCUA.
Dr. Andrew Van Roo and the rest of his team at Van Roo Chiropractic have been committed to addressing your unique needs. Whether you are experiencing back pain, neck pain, headaches, or even muscular tightness and tension, Van Roo Chiropractic is the place to go. Van Roo Chiropractic can help you attain your everyday wellness goals. Van Roo Chiropractic has been serving the Chippewa Valley since 1997. Call Van Roo Chiropractic at 715-926-6001 to receive the answers to your questions. That's Van Roo Chiropractic at 910 Countryside Parkway in Mondovi.
After we're done here, where would you like to stop to eat?
I heard the Doghouse Bar and Grill in Whitehall is really good.
You know, my coworkers and I stopped there on a work trip. They have great service, good burgers, and fries.
When we went there, we discovered great food and drinks at great prices. You really can't go wrong with any of the menu options.
I had the patty melt. It was amazing, and the Doghouse fries were just as good.
I guess it's the Doghouse Bar and Grill for us.
Then let's head to 36378 Abrams Street in Whitehall.
Menominee Eye and Optical help you see the world for the beautiful place it is. Doctors Nicholas and Marianne Comroe provide both comprehensive and emergency eye care for all, including pediatric and special needs patients. Whether it's examination for glasses to cataract and LASIK care, or diagnosis and management of macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, and so much more. In addition, Menominee Eye and Optical's experienced opticians will help guide you to the highest quality eye care for the best value. That's Menominee Eye and Optical, located at 520 Wilson Avenue in Menominee, where they specialize in quality, personalized care for you and your family.
Highland Fitness is a locally owned gym operated right here in the Chippewa Valley. Save time and gas money with our 2 Eau Claire locations that are close to where you live, work, and play. Our Westridge location is open 24 hours a day. Convenient, friendly, and comfortable. Say hi to a better you at Highland Fitness.
Whether you're building, buying, or selling a home, it's one of the biggest decisions of your life. A professional home inspection gives you an independent, unbiased view of any problems and possible solutions, so that you'll have all the facts you need to make an informed decision. Contact Home Inspectors of America and Jared Heffling at 651-202-0334 for your inspection. Every inspection is a complete and thorough analysis of all the major systems and components in the home. Complete your home transaction with knowledge and confidence by calling Jared Heffling at 651-202-0334.
Let NLWN 2 and the Northern Light Webcasting Network bring you some tough semi-pro gridiron action. Our next broadcast will be on Saturday, May 27th, when we will bring you the Eau Claire Cowboys taking on the Central Wisconsin Bandits from Simpson Field on the UW Eau Claire campus. Live coverage on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and on NLWN 2 begins with Cowboy kickoff at 3:35 p.m. That's live Eau Claire Cowboy football on Saturday, May 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Galesville. This time the injury is Javante Adams, and Javante Davis, and he was holding his elbow. And he has been key for the Rough Riders here today. and I'm sure in every game that they play. So now we are back at 11:35 to go fourth quarter. It is 18-12. The Rough Riders out in front of the Cowboys by a touchdown, and the Cowboys now to attempt their points after. And Andrew Barnes steps up with Anthony Marquardt to his right side. And Jordan Renault on his left. Barnes takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws into the end zone, tripped up, and it is incomplete. So the point after attempts failed there as well. And with 11:35 to go, it is the River City Rough Riders 18, the Eau Claire Cowboys 12. You're watching Eau Claire Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive, CWX. You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Welcome back to Galesville. The Eau Claire Cowboys getting ready to kick off as they've closed the gap with the River City Rough Riders by a score of 18-12 now. Still a lot of fourth quarter left for the Cowboys to tie this up and even take the lead on conversions. So far, no extra point conversions have been successful here tonight. 18-12, and both of these teams, neither one was scored on prior to this game. And the kick goes low. It'll be bounced at the 19-yard line, and it'll be brought forward by the Cowboys. And on that return for the Rough Riders, Corey Jefferson Jr. So now the Rough Riders get the ball back. First and 10, they are going to start on their own 37-yard line.
Let's see what this defense can do.
Join us tomorrow on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN TV as we bring you the opening games of the Eau Claire Cavaliers 2023 season. The Cavs will be taking on defending Chippewa River Baseball League champion Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 12:05 with a dugout show, followed by live play-by-play action.
We need a pick six.
Yep, that would be awesome. And Samus throws it right over the top of Terrell Martin. And right there to watch it all happen was Akeem Peterson.
Yeah, I don't think if that went any lower to possibly make a catch, but I think Peterson would have been there to pick it, and that would have been a pick six.
Yeah, Peterson has been where he needs to be.
Yeah, he's an impact player, that's for sure. That's one thing I like about the Cowboys. They got a lot of good impact players, but they all play as a team.
That's what you got to do in this game. And
oh my God!
Did he get that? Around in the back, and he is sacked. That's Samus is forced to run out of the pocket and is brought down. Well, he was tackled, not a sack, but he was tackled at the 41-yard line. So he picked up some ground. But all kinds of action all over the place there.
Yeah. Tronte Wilson, man, that guy lights him up.
Third down and about 7 for the Rough Riders. Nate Samus, the quarterback. 2 wide outs near side, 1 on the far side. Backs split around him each side. Samus takes the snap. And it was a false start. We had the linesman over here rolling his hands right out of the gate to the referee, and that's going back 5.
You can just hear that sideline up here in the press box from the Cowboys, opposite side of the field, just shouting defense.
So ball back on the 36-yard line for the Rough Riders. It'll bring up 3rd and 11. 10-15 and counting, 4th quarter. Cowboys trail the Rough Riders by 6, 18-12.
And again, the chant for defense.
Nate Samus, quick hit over the middle, and that was intended for Jalonzo Jackson, and it went right through his hands. 4th and 11 for the Rough Riders.
I know this is definitely a punting situation. I would not want to give the Cowboys good field position, especially when they got the momentum.
Yeah. So we will see if Jared Bollinger is coming out. And actually, it looks like Jalonzo Jackson is lined up to punt the ball. And the Rough Riders, not really sure how many people they have out there. Fourth and 11. Rough Riders set to punt, 25-yard line. Snap goes back. And Jackson with a high punt. And it will take a bounce for the Rough Riders, and it'll be dropped. And the ball will be brought down at the 21-yard line on the return or return attempt.
There are
Anton
Dorsey
Dorsey
down.
Oh, okay. .9:48 to go, fourth quarter. Cowboys trail by a touchdown. Scores 18-12 against the defending Northern Light Football League champions of last year. Neither of these teams scored upon, and they had big margins against their opponents coming into this one. And this game has been everything that it has talked up to be.
Yeah, it was a promised good game, and we got it.
And now, let's see, we'll get the list of calls here, or the call. So it'll be an illegal motion against the Rough Riders and holding against the Cowboys, and the penalty's offset. No, wait.
Okay,
no, it looks like
that just does. Yeah, it looks like they're offsetting.
Okay.
Ball on the 18.
Yep. He kind of used the offsetting penalty sign in the middle there. So we invite you to join us next Saturday, May 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Audio Service and NLWN2 as we bring you the Cowboys in their first home game of the season. as they host the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Coverage begins at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff, followed by live play-by-play action. It's right here on NLWN2 and the Northern Light Webcasting audio service. Andrew Barnes still in as the offensive leader. From the 10-yard line, and ball handed off, goes right up the middle. That is by O.J. Wilkerson, and he's stopped at about the line of scrimmage, no gain. .9:23 and counting, fourth quarter, 18-12, River City Rough Riders leading the Eau Claire Cowboys. Cowboys break the huddle, come up deep in their own territory, trying to get this game tied. And go ahead on the conversion. Barnes takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws it upfield, and it is knocked down by Keith Richardson of the Rough Riders.
Looked like Kari Dorsey had a step on him. He could have gotten him a little bit longer. I think that would have been gone for 6.
And Dorsey, of course, scored the last touchdown on a pass from and the pass from Andrew Barnes. 3rd down and 10 for the Cowboys. They're back on their own 10-yard line. 2 wideouts on each end of the line, 1 back in the backfield. And now we have a flag. And looks like too many men on the field. Well, whatever it is, it's going back 5 yards.
Yeah, that puts us to 14. 3rd and 14.
And the Cowboys
are not our friends.
No, inching closer back to that end zone. Seems like we went through this not too long ago.
Yeah.
Barnes takes the snap in the end zone, and they're rushing for him. He's still in the end zone, gets out of there, and gets out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
If it's not a flag in the end zone, there might be a safety.
Well, let's see. There's a flag in the end zone. Let's see. We got holding. Let's see what the call is. Potentially. Holding on the Cowboys.
Holding on the offense.
And we've got questions about a safety again. And referee made the call to the side here, and they're going to take it half the distance, so it's 4th down and about
4th down and about 16.
Yeah. And so Barnes is in the end zone as the line of scrimmage is about the 4. And he's going to throw it long out to the near side, and it is intended for Kari Dorsey, and it goes over the top of him, incomplete. So the Rough Riders are going to start 4 yards away from pay dirt.
Whether you're a student athlete, a professional or semi-professional athlete.
So the Rough Riders looking at third down and about 3, third and goal from the 3.
They are trying to horse it in by running. There we go, pass. Oh, and it was defended perfectly.
And that was Uche Wilkerson, I believe.
No.
19. Antonio Williams, 29.
Antonio Williams?
I think so, 29.
Yep.
And so it's now 4th and goal at the 3.
Love to see a pick 6 now. There we go. Oh!
And it's into the end zone. Touchdown. The pass is complete to Jelonzo Jackson.
Touchdown pass of the day for Nate Samus. They go up 24-12.
That's a perfect call because I don't think they could have defended any better on that.
Ending this game.
6:49 remaining. And the Rough Riders are going to try to get 2 on the board.
For the Oakland Cowboys. Looks like the Rough Riders will go for 2. They have yet to convert on an extra point attempt today.
So Nate Samus brings his team up to the line for the 2-point conversion attempt. One back. He's going to give it to number 2, to Debbie on play, and play is stopped back at the 8-yard line. So, with 6:49 to go in the 4th quarter, it is the River City Rough Riders 24, the Eau Claire Cowboys 12. You're watching Cowboy football on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
yeah, and then some.
CWX first time. You're not okay to drive.
Coming back 3, 2, and 1.
So we invite you to join us for Eau Claire Cavaliers baseball. It's their season opener tomorrow. You can watch it live on the Northern Light Broadcasting Network audio service, or hear it there and watch it on NLWN TV. The Cavs will be taking on the defending Chippewa River Baseball League champion Tilden Tigers in a doubleheader from Carson Park. Coverage begins at 12:05 with the Dugout Show, followed by live play-by-play action. So coming out to kick it off for the Rough Riders is Jared Bollinger.
Seconds to go. 8 sacks, 3-yard touchdown.
And the kick goes end over end. It's taken at the 10-yard line. And that is being run back by Kari Dorsey. And Dorsey is brought down at the 26-yard line. That's where the Cowboys will start. 1st and 10. Next week, Saturday, May 27th, on Northern Light Webcasting audio service, and NLWN will bring you the Cowboys in their first home game of the season as they host the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Coverage begins at 1:30 with the Cowboy kickoff, followed by live play-by-play action. Cowboys going to try to use the 6.5 minutes to get back into this one, trailing by a couple of touchdowns, 24-12. The River City Rough Riders.
62-yard touchdown pass.
Andrew Barnes back with one back with him.
Oh, my.
And I think he had some motion.
These penalties are just killing them. False start.
Yep, so it's going back 5. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Cowboys. This time from the 23-yard line.
Cowboys. 1st and 15. Ball after
Andrew Barnes brings his Cowboys up.
15 at their own 22 now.
One back in. Barnes takes the snap, drops back to throw, moves to his left, throws it upfield, wide open. The pass goes to
pass complete to,
I believe, Sage.
Cowboys ball at the 48 of the Rough Riders. First down.
So that ball all the way to midfield, actually into Rough Rider territory to the 48.
Hodges on the reception. First down for the Cowboys. 6 minutes left to go with the fourth quarter. Cowboys need a touchdown.
1st and 10. Barnes in the shotgun. Stays off a big rush. Moves to his right, going to take it himself. And he gets out of bounds at the Rough Riders bench at about the 45. We'll pick up about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 7. 5:23 to go.
2nd down, Cowboys.
And the clock not a friend to the Eau Claire Cowboys. Trailing by a couple of touchdowns.
12 feet. Rough Riders.
Cowboys come up to the line of scrimmage. Barnes balls it off, takes a high snap, fires it off to the left side, and that is looks like enough for a first down. And on that catch again, Sage Weiss, wide receiver. So we'll move the chains. Well, we won't move them, but they'll be.
First down, Cowboys at the 37.
Well, it's on the 37-yard line of the Rough Riders. Clock continues to tick away. We're down at 4:15 left to go. 24-12. The Rough Riders out in front of the Cowboys. Weiss a little bit closer this time. It's still in the gun. Takes the snap. Has some time.
Sees
deep, and it is. Oh, it was caught and dropped. Well, actually, on that hit, that ball was knocked out of there.
Rough Riders
Trying to couldn't get the number of who that went to, but when he got hit, that ball came flying out. So the timing of that was good for the Rough Riders. 3:53 left to go in this evening's game, 24-12. The River City Rough Riders out in front of the Eau Claire Cowboys.
Has to go here in the fourth quarter. 24-23.
Here we go, 2 wideouts, far side, one on the near side, snap.
Pressure.
And being chased around in the backfield and in the grasp, he throws it anyway, incomplete.
Third down and 10.
He's looking for Fonz out there.
Yep.
He's looking for anybody he could throw to out there, and he was caught up in the backfield. But no gain on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 10. We have 3:46 left to go in the ballgame.
From the River City 38.
Again, we don't need to get the full 10. We're going to go for 4th no matter what.
Cowboys come out of the huddle. And up to the line, trailing by 2 touchdowns. 3rd and 10.
Oh.
And somebody's in there early. Let's see. It's going to be outside.
A delay of game.
Delay of game.
That penalty is killing them.
Yeah, because now it's 3rd and 15.
Again, they don't have to get all the 15, but it'd be nice.
Yeah. As much as they can. Time running out here. 3:46 to go in the fourth.
But I'm telling you, these penalties are not helping them at all.
Twins on each end. One back. Andrew Barnes. Long count. And
offsides. It is. Oh my God! No, they're calling a delay a game again.
Starting on the Cowboys.
This was a false start.
3rd and 20.
So that takes it back another 5.
Oh my God!
Even 3rd and 20.
3rd and Winona.
Yeah.
Down by 12. All the way to 38.
Barnes. Back in the gun, same set. One back, 2 wideouts. Barnes takes a snap, rolls to his left. They swarm him. He throws the ball. Nobody there. Incomplete.
He is running for his life back there. Troy Peril is on him like a hound dog on a raccoon.
3 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So there's 3:39 left in the fourth. And the Cowboys in a 4th and long situation. 20 yards to go. Ball's resting on the Rough Riders 48.
For a 12 lead for the Rough Riders. As the Cowboys need here for you to stay in this one.
Here come the Cowboys.
It's basically here or nothing.
And let's see, timeout. On the field by So with 3:39 to go in the fourth quarter, it's the River City Rough Riders 24, the Eau Claire Cowboys 12. You're watching Cowboys football at the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between sports and social lives, chances
You gotta shut the mics off and radio.
If they know what to do. Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Okay, you're muted. Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Valley Sports Academy, Chippewa Valley's only full-service, indoor, sports training facility. Whatever your sport, Valley Sports Academy has a program for you. Valley Sports Academy has an emphasis on state-of-the-art performance training in hockey, tennis, lacrosse, baseball, and softball. VSA's facility allows for customized coaching, training, and experiences.
Welcome back on fourth down. And the pass.
Oh my. Oh my.
Jordan Renault. That was great coverage on the play by the Rough Riders, Joe Deepness.
That was tight coverage.
And so the Rough Riders will get the ball back on downs on their own 48-yard line. 3.5 minutes to work with. And a 2-touchdown game. Nate Santa still trotting out on the field. Cowboys are the Rough Riders offensive leaders. Ball is on the 48.
Facing 2 penalties today.
Rough Riders. Not a big hurry to get up there. Basically same set as the Cowboys range. The Rough Riders take the snap. They pass out to Connor Huseby, and Huseby takes off up the field to the 30, or no, check that. That's Corey Jefferson Jr. Corey Jefferson Jr. scurries that down to the 35-yard line, and that's a nice game.
35-yard line.
First and 10. 3:22 left in the fourth. Rough Riders 24, Cowboys 12.
Offensive back full. 3 touchdown passes today for
Nate Sanis back in the shotgun, pretty much out there by himself in the backfield. He'll give the handoff up the middle, and that ball is taken by Terrell Martin. And Martin's had a good day today, too. It's taken him like a wall of Cowboys to stop him. He gets down to the 25-yard line. And he's actually 24. That's for first down. Down inside 3 minutes to go.
Score 50. Got the ball at 48-yard line. 2 plays later.
Now we're seeing some running as the Rough Riders have done a lot of their damage by pass here in the second half.
Long back to right, right to the left.
Nate Samus with one running back off to his left. Takes the snap, pumps.
Up, going deep, and touchdown.
Open to Jelonzo Jackson.
Touchdown to Nate Samus.
That is pretty much the nail in the coffin.
Touchdown for the Rough Riders. Hey, in the fourth quarter,
hello.
Ran away with this one.
Hello.
This is long on.
And so that is the second touchdown pass in the fourth quarter.
Hello.
Samus to Jelonzo Jackson.
Yeah.
Towards the middle, play.
What's that?
And
okay,
let's see. We have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the River City Rough Riders.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was unfortunate. Lead. Yep, they're going to be whistled for an unsportsmanlike conduct.
I'm trying to see here. I can't. I see the audio.
Unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
Touchdown is good though.
Okay, I'm at the left.
Score is 30-12.
Jelonzo Jackson celebration of something he said. I wanted Rough Rider players, but regardless, touchdown stays.
Yeah, I'm here.
Here's Rough Riders gets over 2. Throw Martin Malone back, 2 wide receivers right, 2.
This set in number 2?
Peoples,
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking right corner. And a heck of a catch at the end.
I'm not seeing it.
But he's out of bounds.
No good. Incomplete.
Yeah.
By Houston. Just a 2-point conversion. A dime of a throw by Sam.
No.
Houston must have only been out.
At the bottom of the box, yeah. Here, I'm going to bring Dan in here. Okay, I can't. I don't know what you're asking. I really don't. I see add input. Okay. The input button. Yeah. Show inputs. Show inputs. And it says shows. Seen it.
On my phone.
Okay, it's off. My mic's off.
And so the woes continue for the Cowboys as there is a timeout on the field. 2 minute warning.
I don't know what it's
30-12. The River City Rough Riders.
I'm not attacked.
The Eau Claire
audio mic
Cowboys 30-12. And we'll be back watching Cowboy football on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN.
If your bar's been doing this,
it's just that they're so loud, it's bleeding in.
To make yourself feel okay to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got that crowd.
CWX. Regular use.
Galesville. As the Rough Riders have 30-12 lead, Andrew Barnes
Pass incomplete. Third down and 20.
On its way. 6. Going into the fourth quarter. Third and 20. This game.
Cowboys up to the line of scrimmage. Spread out all over the place. Barnes from the shotgun, third down and about 21. Barnes has some time. Now he's got to scurry back over to the far side in pursuit. He's tripped up back at the 35-yard line by Vontaze Phillips. A minute 40 left, fourth down, and about 17 for the Cowboys.
2017 ball.
Cavaliers baseball tomorrow here on the Northern Light Webcasting audio service and NLWN TV. Doubleheader with the Tilden Tigers, coverage starting at 12:05. And fourth down and long for the Cowboys. Down by 3 touchdowns now. 56 seconds left. Barnes takes the snap. Being pursued again.
Trill's chasing him.
Going to throw. And goes through the hands of his intended receiver, who was very well covered. And that was Sage Lights.
Ball to 34 yards.
And so the Rough Riders will snap it once probably, and we will be done.
Rough Riders.
Join us next Saturday, May 27th on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN2 as we bring you the Cowboys in their first home game of the season as they host the Central Wisconsin Bandits. Coverage begins at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff, followed by live play-by-play action. And so the ball moved up to the 29-yard line. 44 seconds left in this afternoon's evening ball game. And the Rough Riders in victory formation as the ball is snapped, and that'll be it. So the Eau Claire Cowboys fall short to the River City Rough Riders today. The final score is the River City Rough Riders 30 and the Eau Claire Cowboys 12. Clock still rolling, but both teams starting to line up in the center. And we'll call it a day. An interesting one it has been here from Galesville. We invite you to stay tuned now for the Cowboys post-game show. That is coming your way next. You're watching Cowboys football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
That's your ball game. Rough Riders 30, Cowboys 12. Everybody, please pick up any trash and put in the receptacles. Please.
You've been tuned to Eau Claire Cowboy football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN2. This has been presented for the private enjoyment of our audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction in any form without the express written consent of the Eau Claire Cowboys football team and the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC is strictly prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Cowboy Roundup with a look at today's Cowboy game.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Time now for Cowboy Roundup. With a look back at today's Eau Claire Cowboys game. And now, back out to the stadium for Cowboy Roundup.
Cowboy Roundup, a recap of this evening's game. The Eau Claire Cowboys fall short of the River City Rough Riders by a score of 30-12. So the River City Rough Riders are 3-0 on their season, while the Eau Claire Cowboys at 2-1. The scoring started in the first quarter, a couple minutes into the game, when John Good picked off a pass and ran it in 21 yards for the touchdown for the Rough Riders. There were no successful points after today, so we can go through that pretty quick. So the score was 6-0 Rough Riders at 13:01 to go in the first. Then in the second, the Cowboys tied it up on a 48-yard pass from Andrew Barnes to Jordan Fons, and that tied the score at 6. Then scoring in the third quarter, 2.5 minutes in at the 12:24 mark, Nate Samus found Corey Jefferson Jr. on a 22-yard pass, and they brought the score to 12-6. And then at 5:53 to go in the third, Nate Samus found Javante Davis for a 15-yard touchdown pass, and at the end of the third quarter, it was 18-6 Rough Riders. The Cowboys got a bit of life and scored big on a 60-yard touchdown pass from Nate Barnes to Kari Dorsey at about 11:35 to go in the fourth. But then the Rough Riders scored twice after that on passes from Nate Samus to Jalonzo Jackson. The first one, a 4-yard pass at the 6:49 mark, and the next one, about 4 minutes later, a 25-yard pass, making the score 30-12. So a very tough football game. Injuries on both sides, key injuries, but it seems like it came down to the defense having the edge for the River City Rough Riders. And a large huddle of both teams in the center of the field. And that wraps things up here from Galesville. Todd, final thoughts on today's game?
Well, all I can say is that the Cowboys played a heck of a game. This team, the River City Rough Riders, they are a nationally ranked team.
Take care.
They're probably,
In 2 weeks.
I would say, easily in top 5 nationwide. So I'm going to give it off to the Cowboys. They played a heck of a game. Came up short, but hey, there's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. Does not mean that this team is faltered in any way. We will come back, and this is going to be the championship game.
Yeah, yes, we will see these guys a couple of times. Sure. So, next Saturday, the Cowboys host the Central Wisconsin Bandits in their first home game at Simpson Field. Coverage begins at 1:30 with Cowboy kickoff here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN 2. Live play-by-play follows kickoff is at 2 o'clock, and we'll hope that you'll join us for that. For Claude Teasing and our cameraman, Dan Ketchaw, I'm Jay Falk. Thanks a lot for joining us. Good night. Have a great weekend.
You've been tuned to Cowboy Roundup. With a look back at today's Eau Claire Cowboys game. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN 2.